Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another week of Extreme Racing League action. We are here in our fourth race of the season in Vietnam, in the Vietnamese Grand Prix. Hope it will be a clean race. After will be our drivers today, starting their out laps in. Okay, 1 minute. Okay. Alright, and we're ready to go. And we have our first driver who will be starting his lap will be Jim in the Haas. Let's stay on board with Jim right here. Now first, let's talk a bit about last race in Bahrain, which featured John, the other Haas driver, take his first win of the season, and AV take P2 after Stewart's decision, while make go back into P3. There'll be John here going to the hairpin, one of the many hairpins in this race. Let's see into these two parallel straights. We're gonna see many overtakes here. Now entering into the DRS zone. We'll see with Jim. Go the first time. Now Jim is 6th and currently in the driver championship, getting 17 points, right behind Hank in the Alfa Romeo. We'll see Jim's times right here, going into the couple final turns. And really see this turn is quite tricky. Make sure not to go into the wall. And that'll be a 140 for Jim. I think followed by Zara Jones, who will also be finishing. We're getting a 136 for Zara Jones. Currently the first lap of the race, being on provisional pole. Make setting a 136.9, 300 milliseconds behind. And Damien setting a fastest lap, a 136.1. Then we have Flip, a 138.1. More Flip getting medium tires, starting medium tires, and apparently Cookie having a slow lap. Cookie in the Ferrari, Cookie who's supposed to start at the back of the grid. Yeah, Cookie and Jared, both of them are supposed to stay out because of the penalty they received in the last race. We have both Alton getting 153 and Hank getting 155. Both, I don't think that's the real times. And the famous Rally Wedge in the Alpha Tauri. Rally Wedge, who is currently racked up 5 points in the championship, not bad. And Raleigh is a bit slowed for, I think that's slowed for Hank. Who's going to the long straight, feature very much high speed this straight. And I think we have Ibo here getting 146.4. Hank went a bit wide. a really tricky, a really technical track, which I hope we don't find any incidents with all that walls, right and left. Right and left. So I think that will be. I didn't notice. Alton getting a 137.1, and I think Raleigh. That's a slow lap for Raleigh. Yeah, I just think Cookie is just practicing right here. Will be our championship leader, Amir, starting his lap. He's currently 15 points ahead of... no. He's currently actually 12 points ahead of the runner-up, AV, with 67 points for Amir. He does have so far 2 wins. The final sector is really tricky. That'll be Amir starting his first lap on mediums as well, and Flip will start the next lap on soft. Still have Damien, who's on provisional pole in the McLaren. Damien, who's only got 4 points this season, and is right behind Raleigh in 11th place. Both Slump Connor and Jared will be serving his penalty. We're on here with Flip Namstrom, who's having a bit of a rough start this season. Not a bit of a rough start, but he's 4th. Still quite behind Connor with 15 points and 40 points behind the leader. We'll see on 15 points and 40 points behind the leader. We'll see on Amir has got the first lap of the race and is currently on provisional pole with 8 minutes to go here in Vietnam. See, our previous winner, John, has set time yet. And AV set in the first lap of the race 1:35.2. AV was yet to win a race this season, but close to the championship leader. And John has set a fast sector 2. Will we see John take on provisional pole from AV? We'll have Long Speed here, who still is having a bad season with no points. Here John finishing his lap and will be getting a 1:35.5, bit behind AV, a 300 millisecond gap. And Connor has set a 1:37.0 on mediums. Great. And into the walls. So that's John's qualifying with, I don't know what happened, probably lost control of the car. Into the walls. That's not a good beginning to our Grand Prix here. Already have one player in the racer in the wall. We'll see how John will keep on to his position, and will other drivers be faster. We have Slip currently a bit closer with 135.9, really close to Amir. Will Flip the faster time than Amir goes is Damien. He's yet set another faster time than his first provisional pole time. We have Damien right here, a bit slower than his fast lap, and I wonder what. Oh, okay, nothing. Let's see. Still have Francis and Longspeed hasn't set any times left, with only 5 minutes left in qualifying. And Raleigh Wedge will be having a 139.9, and that'll put him P11, P12 actually, whereas Jim setting faster times. We still need both Francis and Longspeed to set their times. We have our provisional pole sitter, and the Longspeed will be having a 142, will be pulling in P14. That we have AV going for another lap, and Damien has set the fastest lap with a 135.2, really close to AV there. He will be trying to beat that time and take his pole back. We'll have to see who got also Amir waiting for them. We'll have the top 5 really close within a second. Wait and see, and John has already fallen into P3. We'll see if either Amir or AV will try and take his position away. And I'm just gonna say Francis has at a 138.1, that will put him at P10. Just ahead of the Alfa Romeo. And Amir has just set fastest sector 2. Actually, fastest sector 1. Fast sector 1 and 0.3 of a second faster than his first and his best lap. Will we see Amir taking pole away from Damien? But that will be still not enough for him to take pole. He needs to get a good sector 2. And that will be Amir sending another as a fastest sector 2, and I think we'll be seeing Amir ahead of both Damien and AV, if nothing went wrong, of course. Let's see with AV right here. Oh, I think I had an invalidated lap. Check back here with Amir, who will set a 134.4. An amazing lap from Amir, and that'll put him with a good lead ahead of both Damien and AV, and John has fallen another position. We'll see AV, who will need to go for another lap other than this one. We have Flip, Make, also starting new laps. Yes, and Connor has set a fast sector 1. Will we see Connor fighting also for pole? Great competition here for pole here in Vietnam. Zara Jones, who got pole in Bahrain, is currently still P7. He's getting pretty faster times. And Connor got a fast sector too. Will Connor get pole in the last minute here in Vietnam? We'll see about that. Of course, if I didn't curse him in some way, like I always do. And into the final couple of turns, I think that's a bit late. And that'll be Connor will be setting a 1:35.1. That'll put him to P2. I think Connor can go for another lap. We'll try. And AV here, I still didn't have, I don't know, another invalidated lap for AV. We have our championship leader currently on provisional pole. We still have Connor going for another lap. And we have, of course, Flip, who's also a bit close, and Zara Jones, who another invalidated lap. I don't think he can finish this lap. Okay, I think he can go for another lap. I don't know. Both Damien and Emir finishing their times, and Alton with a 1:37.1, Hank 1:38.2, ahead of Raleigh by 1 second, and Jim and Longspeed. Let's see, here is Connor, who I think was a bit slower. Still have here both of Flip. Yeah, Connor was slow. And that, I don't think, and that's Flip getting fast. Oh no! Oh, come on! Ooh, that'll be the end. That'll be the, all the Flip pole hopes gone. Too bad. Really a shame. And Zara Jones also finishing. Good. So I think that will be it for our qualifying today. We'll be seeing Amir starting the race first, with Connor on the front row, and Damien currently P3, and AV 4th. We'll have seen John, who had a crash also, in 5th, and followed by Zara Jones, Flip, Make, Alton will be in 9th, Francis in 10th, Hank here in 11th, and Ibo, followed by Ibo in 12th in the Ferrari. Raleigh at 13, Jim on 14, Longspeed will be finishing 15, and both Cookie and Jared serving their penalties and starting on the back of the grid. That'll be our end of our qualifying. I hope we have a good race. Moments away from our race here in شو صار؟ الله. I'm really sorry. I hope they don't start yet. Come on. 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 No. Really. I hope I make the start of the race, please, please, please. You know. I don't think I'll make the start of the race. Couldn't that happen in qualifying rather than now? No, I still have 3 with me. Guys, hello everyone watching. I can't join. Oh my god, not again. God, why does this have to happen? Are we still on air? I surely did miss the start of the race. I'm really sorry. Oh, it's... Please, 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 please. Oh, all right, on time. Oh my god. Oh, and it slides out here in Vietnam. Oh my god, what's happening? And we are going into turn 1. We have Connor going into the lead, and I think we are clean and no incidents. Oh my god. Wait. We have Connor taking the lead from Amir, and John Neves going up into P4 and also Flip into P6. See about that. And we have John Neves already trying to go. We got see about that, and no, into the first hairpin of the race, no incidents, and really long. And we still have Connor establishing 1 second lead right now, with Emil falling behind, and John Neves, who will be going into first overtake of the race, and John Neves will be ahead of Damien, and this race is gonna be a 2-stop. Probably gonna be a 2-stop with strategy. Let's get back here to Make and Alton, and we have a yellow flag on sector 1. I think that's Rolly. Rolly has some kind of incident. Hope everything okay. Gonna get back to 3 tires. And another yellow flag. I think Rolly is having some problems. Damian Connor will be starting the first lap of the race, so 142.4. Still room for improvement, and will be Damien getting real close on John. See here. Also long speed will be falling into last, and will be Raleigh going into the pits, and also Francis. And the flip is close on Zara Jones. Wonder what happened, and John has already left the session. Oh my god, why? I think I'll pave the way for AV. Take P4. And Connor is still holding on to his lead. We'll see how that will develop. And AV has already overtook. And I'll go wheel to wheel. Oh, a bit of contact right there with John's AI, and see Hank here going on Cookie in the Ferrari, and see Cookie was already up to P11, but Hank got a bit wide, and Cookie taking back his position from Hank. Here Alton, who's on the Renault's tail. Alton really close, and will be going a bit the Renault went into the wall a bit. Yeah, going into this tricky, and we have Flip already taking John's AI, and you'll see here Amir is getting real close on Connor. Amir is having a fast lap of the race, 139. See here Alton Make will be going into the pits. Yeah, I think that's because of the collision he had earlier. Amir is charging onto the straights, and Amir will be a bit slower than Connor in the straights. See, here we go. We have Raleigh who's starting last on softs, and Mick will be getting hard tires. Let's take a look here at AV. Right on the tails of, and we have Amir who already took the lead from Connor. Amir, whoa! Amir forgot to brake. Amir forgot to brake. Thank God there's no wall, and I'll put him P3, I think. Yeah, default 2 positions. That's into Connor's good luck. They'll put Connor 5 seconds ahead of Damien. Let's see here. We still got AV is real close on Amir. 3 laps into the race, and Connor still has the lead. And we see here the other Red Bull is apparently still on John's AI. And John and and I think Amir tried to go for the move right there. Amir did a blocking maneuver, and yeah, Altonus overtook John's. And oh, Alton, oh, what the hell happened? I think that's a collision here with Alton and John. I don't think that's, and Alton will fall into 9, and John into 9, and Alton will fall into 10. Still have here AV and Amir real close on each other, and Damien too. We still have Connor who's establishing a bigger lead. And let's look here at Mate, who's currently right behind his teammate in the Renault. Oh, that could have been that both the Renaults could have a moment right there. I hope Make doesn't have any more damage from that. And oh, let's see here. Got both Jim and Jared, and that'll be Jared going into the wall. Why does everyone seem to miss the breaking point? And Jared hit make, I think. Yeah, Jared hit make right there. Making a real bumpy race. That'll be Alton taking over John's AI another time. Connor is establishing a 6-point lead, and we've got Jared has retired from the session, and Emir will be going into P2, taking over Damien, and I don't know if Jared, I think Jared retired in the pits. And let's see here, Damien is getting real close on AV, and into the hairpin. Another DNF for Jared. We have here both drivers real close, Raleigh and Long Speed. That'll be Raleigh scraping ahead of Long Speed. Oh my god, it's internet today. Yeah, Slip here is getting real close on the McLaren. Damien, that'll be Slip going ahead, and that'll be Flip coming up into P4. And whoa, we have moment here, both Raleigh and Long Speed had problems. And Damien will be going into the pits for some reason. I think he had contact with Flip or something. See, Raleigh here was, I think, close. No, he's not close. Damien going onto the hard tires, probably a hitter strategy. And Damien will get out P10, 11, 12. We'll have many to 6 laps into the race. And Cookie is P6, started back of the grid and is now P6. Great performance so far from Cookie in the Ferrari. And Long Speed has received a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Fun thing is that there is no corner cut. I was just saying that there is no corner cutting here, and I think we have a problem with the Ferrari. And Connor still leading the race in the Red Bull. 6 laps into the race. And let's see here, both Ivo and Francis. Ivo will go ahead. Ivo will be ahead. Going now into the hairpin. We'll see, and Francis better went wide and going into the straight. Was DRS enabled? I think. And we have a Sector 1 problem, I think? No. And John Neves has rejoined the game. He's now P10, unfortunately. He'll have to work hard. And pray for a safety car, of course. Still have here, we have Make Henning, who's getting close on John. John have joined, and we already got 2 drivers on his tail. That'll be Make getting ahead of John. John will fall another position into P11. Both the Haas, currently not a great performance from both the Haas, 10 and 11. And I wonder why I don't have any times. This glitch that always happens. Wow, no one is watching the stream. Eh. Oh, 3. Okay. And that'll be Flip already into P3. Flip is into P3 and AV is into the pits. AV will be changing into hard tires. See here, Flip is into... We have the top 4 drivers on old soft tires. We'll see how they will manage their strategies. And we have Damien in... Oh no, not Damien. AV, yeah, we said AV. Alton is also into the pits. And we have John coming. It's, I think that's John. Yeah, I don't know. See, we are 8 laps into somewhat clean race so far. Bit of incidents there and here. Nothing important. Still have our... Why? We still have Connor leading the race, 4 seconds ahead of Amir. And Connor is into the pits. We'll see Amir how he'll manage. That Connor is already pitting for new tires. And also Flip will be into the... will go into the pits. And Zara Jones, I received a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Yeah, you should not speed in the pit lane. And both Connor and Flip will be going on medium tires. We'll see Amir if he'll pit in his next lap. It'll be Connor coming out P2 with 20 seconds behind Amir. Amir will have to do his pit as fast as he can. And we have a bit of... I think that's... yeah, nothing. See, here we got AV who's getting close on the Ferrari here. And Zara Jones will be going into the McLaren, onto the hairpin, and oh no! That's a bit of an incident right there with Zara Jones and Damien. See AV here on the Ferrari. AV will be going into the long straight. We will go both side to side. And we have going into the hairpin, a bit of lock up for both drivers, and both of them went into the walls. No, AV went to the walls. Both of them went really slow. And Zara Jones and Damien going wheel to wheel, and we'll see Zara Jones pushed off the track, and Zara Jones going into the walls. That's left wing damage for Zara Jones. You see that damage on his wing. That's will be another pit for Zara Jones, I think. It was unfortunate. And we still have Amir, who is doing some kind of weird strategy, who's still on the soft tires. With Connor 18 seconds behind, and lead is... and John Neves has a 5-second penalty in the pit lane. You guys, you're acting as if it's your first race and you don't know you don't have to speed in the pit lane. Anyways, we have... yeah, I know it's hard. Amir still didn't going, and... yeah, that'll be Zara Jones into the pits going... I don't know, he'll pick new mediums, I guess. We still have Connor 17 seconds behind, and also Flip 9 seconds behind Connor. So we are 10 laps into this race. We only have one DNF, one unfortunate DNF for Jared. Let's see. Still have Emir going for another lap on the softs. And see, each driver has somewhat of a lead ahead of the other, so we won't see any battles right now. We still have, I think, Jim and Emir, who has somewhat old tires. Still, Jim has better tires than Emir. But also, you never know what Emir does. He has the great relation with tires. A really great relation. You know, he does a massage to them and everything. And Connor still getting closer and closer to Emir. Connor being really faster than Emir. And I think Flip is falling a bit behind Connor. See, who did set the fast lap of the race? I think that's Amir still having the fast lap of the race. I don't know. And Amir is going on another lap, still refusing to go onto the pits. Yeah, don't go into the pit, Emir. Yeah, I think you know what you're doing better than I do. And I have, oh my god, internet again. See. And AV is really getting close. It's getting closer to Flip, only 4 seconds behind. And we have a yellow flag. I think that's the racing point. I hope that's not Amir, and that's long speed. It's currently 16. Had a bit of problem here in this current turn. And Amir going into the... And Connor here for only 14 seconds behind Amir. But we all gotta remember that we still have another stop for all the drivers ahead of us. So I don't think anything... And you have a yellow flag, another issue for long speed. And Jim will be going into the pits. And I see Hank here getting real close on Make on the straight. Currently Hank going for the move here into the hairpin. What? That was an illegal move by Hank. And that was a bit of contact. And we have Avi getting closer to Flip. And Amir has gone into the pits and will get out behind. I think he'll get out behind Flip and Avi. And that will be Connor retaking the lead. And Amir who got out... Amir got out second. Wow. Well, after all, Amir knew what he was doing, and he still got out second after taking a late pit. As I've told you, Amir always knows what he's doing. Connor retaking the lead, and we have long speed having somewhat bad performance. Who I think was right behind her. And yeah, that's another moment for long speed. I think that would be frustrating for long speed right there. Let's see, Hank here was getting close another time here with Make into this hairpin. F1, born 1950. Best year ever. Wow, car number 69. The Alfa Romeo and the Renault. Who will win? And going into another hairpin, and that'll be, I think, yeah, still behind. Yeah. I mean, we are 14 laps into this race. Many drivers have predicted that we'll have as many safety cars. I don't think we will have any safety car, I think. That's my prediction. Zara Jones currently P11. I don't think that's Zara's territory. Zara can do much better. Still have John who crashed in qualifying and disconnected at the beginning of the race, fell many positions into P10. And we have here Damien getting real close on Cookie. That's Rolly Wedge right there, and the yellow flag, nothing. And that'll be Make and Hank finally doing the right move. And hey, on the old corner cutting. And Amir is setting first lap of the race, 138.4, getting real close on Connor then. He's going faster, and Flip is already going into the pits. What did I miss? And Cookie also going into the pits. Flip setting a new set of mediums, and will get out behind Damien. Still have Connor in the lead, but followed real close by Amir. Let's see here also Make and Hank, who are still fighting for P7. That'll Cookie coming ahead of them. A new racer in the battle here. Rolly Wedge currently P15. And we have our pink something. He's still pushing on the leader of the race, currently doing faster times than Connor, lessening the lead into just 1.5 seconds. Is getting closer to DRS. Connor's gonna need to step up his game. We still have Make, and we have a yellow flag on, and I think that's long speed. Yeah, nothing, just. We have Make and Hank. Make taking the position back from Hank, and that's a nice battle here from both Make and Hank, and that's the Cookie managed to get ahead by good gap. Our podium sitters until now are AV, Amir and Connor, with AV a bit behind both the drivers, but AV on hard tires. And Flip got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. You see about Connor and Amir. Connor really being pressured by Amir, and Amir getting real close on Connor. I hope they don't get really close. We don't want anything to happen. Let's get back to Make and Hank. our two, and then will be going for the move that we're going wheel to wheel and into the hairpin, and we'll see Hank get through. Oh no, that will be an incident for Hank. They went real close. Let's get back here to see Amir and Connor who are going real close, and we still have, I think Hank is alright. Still have Amir and Connor right there. I think why do I have a yellow flag? And Long Speed received a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, and Amir was on the tail of Connor. Connor needs to step up his move. Connor is on the older tires. I think Amir got more grip. With 12 laps to go in the Vietnamese Grand Prix, our fourth race of the season, and my 6th race as a commentator here in Extreme Racing League. And we'll have Amir going in, both Amir and Connor going into the hairpin, and we'll see Amir real close on Connor into the in the sector 3, tricky sector with all these chicanes. See, he'll manage better in this sector, and I think that'll be Amir who's managing better. Let's see here. No, let's stay back with these two. They'll be both drivers finishing another lap, and that'll be Amir in the, I think, the DRS zone. Oh, that was a late break for Amir. But Connor still in the lead, and you have John, who's fallen into P13, currently training for another set of mediums. P12 actually. Both our top 2 drivers fighting for the lead here in Vietnam. Let's see. Let's see how Avi's hard tires will work out for him, and how his different strategy maybe gonna benefit him. And we'll see Amir. Oh my god, why did I miss it? It'll be Amir taking the lead from Connor after an intense battle, and Connor falling into P2. Connor getting a bit wide, having a bit of moment, and that will be Amir already establishing a 1-second lead ahead of Connor. And we have nothing. Back here to also Flip, who's close to Damien. Flip, who's currently on the new medium tires that will probably get him through the end of the race, I think. Yeah, if he worked them out well, he may get them to the end of the race. A nice helmet from Flip. Got Connor. You see that Amir already is establishing a 2-second lead, going faster than Connor by 1 second. Amir putting a really great race after, I think he got pole, yeah. And he's already on the lead. He flipped, getting closer to Damien. Let's see how he flip will go into P4, get a more couple points, and get closer and closer into the podium. He flip, getting real close on Damien right here. And we're going into this really annoying hairpin, which everyone seems to be forgetting. The braking zone there. خلاص. Right, and we have a yellow flag on sector 2. Nothing. See here. Who flip spun a bit here. Lose a bit of time. And why is everyone speeding in the pit lane? Francis in the Renault has received a 5-second penalty for also speeding in the pit lane. And Flip is already in the DRS of real close in the sector 3. Make and we have Damien going into the pits, the new softs. Yeah, we'll see now the drivers going into new tires. And I think we're gonna see both Flip and Amir keep on to their tires to the end of the race, while both Connor and Davey maybe going for softs, I think. The gearbox of Connor is going crazy. And we have... Davey was about 19 seconds behind Amir. And I think Amir will... Will Amir save his tires? Because any mistake any mistake to his tires could cost him the lead. It's like the first two races where Amir and Longspeed got a 10-second time penalty. A really frustrating race. Still have both Connor and AV on 12 lap tires. Connor on mediums and AV on hards. And let's see, who do we have here? Last two. Microphone audio. We still have Amir already having a 4.4 second lead. Amir being on the better tires. And Flip has some kind of penalty. And John has received a 3-second time penalty. John being on P11 after winning the previous race. I think that's a big difference. And we see Francis up to P13. Still in the points. Will Francis get its first points in the season? And Connor got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Let's see how the penalties are looking. We have Connor getting a 3-second time penalty, and Flip getting a 3-second time penalty, and Hank, John, and Jim also getting 3-second time penalties. I think we have both the Haas. Oh, that'll be John, who was stopped. Get back here. We got Zara Jones was close on. And was overtook John. Zara into P11, still a couple of points for Zara. We have Damien on fresh soft tires. I think we will be seeing Damien maybe setting a fastest lap of the race. An extra point for Damien. Currently on the fastest tires. On new soft tires, with only 7 laps to go here in Vietnam, and we still have our championship leader currently leading the race with Connor 5 seconds behind. Well, I think both Connor and Avery is gonna have to go for a pit stop, or else no one knows. I know that they are gonna start to lose some grip if on 13 lap tires. And Amir finishing another lap here in Vietnam, still in the lead, a 6-second lead for Amir. I'm interested to see if Damien is setting enough fast times in order. Not yet, I think. And another penalty for long speed. See here, Alton. No, not Alton. May. And John Teams has left the session again. I don't know what happened with John. We have Amir going faster and faster after each lap. The same that happened in Australia. Amir. Yeah. Still in the lead with still only 6 laps to go in this race. 5.5 laps. Got the racing point first and last, currently behind each other. I hope one day they'll be close to each other, but not in this sense. Take a look here at Make, who's getting closer on Alton in the Red Bull, who's currently P7. And Alton will be playing the defense. Alton, who's currently 7th in the Drivers' Championship, getting 15 points. Of course, we got the Alfa Romeo team leading the championship with 76 points ahead of the Racing Point by 6 points, followed by Red Bull with 57 points. Let's see, fastest lap of the race is still I can't. Yeah, we still have Amir on the fastest lap of the race, and close one being Damien and John. And we already have Make ahead. We have Make ahead of Alton here. Alton falling into P8, and Connor and Avi on 15 lap tires, and I wish you don't see any punctures. And Amir on 10 lap tires. All of them is gonna start and lose some grip. And we have the long speed having a problem. We are Amir still leading the race. Only 5 laps to go. Amir getting close to getting a third win of the season in only 4 races. Great performance so far from Amir, who, if won, will establish a bigger and bigger lead in the Drivers' Championship. And Connor will be getting closer to Avi if Connor still managed to finish ahead of him. And is that rain? And I think it's raining. What a plot twist here. Yeah, I saw rain, I think, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it's a bit of rain. But I don't think any of the drivers will gonna change their tires, because I don't think it's enough rain. And I think that's Rolly Wedge. We had a bit of problem. Come on, I don't know if I'm blind or anything, but I think I just saw rain. Oof. I wish we saw that rain earlier. You can see all the drivers starting to lose some grip. If the rain went heavier into the couple laps left to go. we're gonna see here. And we're being slowed by the back markers. Oh, I think that's long speed here having a spin. Oh, everyone is spinning. Yeah, I think that's the rain. And Rolly has put inters. And also Hank has put inters. Why are they going for the wet tires with only 3 laps left to go? And DRS has been disabled. And AV also going for the inters. Oh, that's really gonna change. And I think also Flip, Damien will be changing into wet tires. There's only 3 laps left. I think we're gonna see our Amir and Amir, yes, Amir's starting to slide. I think it's really it's losing so much grip. And we have Keon here. I hope we don't have a safety car. We have Damien, Flip and AV on wet tires. The track is getting wet. Oh no! Amir went into the crash and have a bit of damage. Oh my god, what? I really did not expect this to happen. And yeah, there's no grip at all here. And all the drivers are going into the pits mad. Oh my god, we have everyone into the pits. I really did not expect this to happen. The race is back alive here in Vietnam, and I think that will be... oh my god. Will AV... I don't know if AV will... with so much traffic in the pits, I don't know if AV will manage to get ahead of all the traffic and take the lead. We have Connor being really slowed, and also Cookie being really slowed by Connor. And Alton going for and we have all the drivers currently going for inters. And I'm still wondering if Amir will get out in time before AV comes in. And I think AV will come in and take the lead. That's be really close. And no, AV will take second for now. Who would have thought this would happen? Amir still in the lead after changing tires, but this is a wet race apparently now. We have everyone sliding, very cold tires. There's only 2 laps left to go, and we have the track is wet. We have Alton and Hank in wet tires, and all the rest on tires. There's only 2 laps left to go. You have AV only 5 seconds left. AV getting a position in. After gaining a position, and Connor going into P3. I wonder if AV will. I wonder if AV will be fast enough, and if the rain will get heavier, and inters will also have grip lost. And actually Amir is losing time ahead of AV. His gap cut into 4 seconds, less than 4 seconds. AV is really gaining time right here. He's gonna manage well here on the drain. Yeah, that's the lead cut into 3.4. I think Amir is really struggling. And that'll be the final lap of the race. What will happen here in this exciting race? And we have the Alfa Romeo. I think that will be Hank and having a spun. And all eyes now are on AV. AV got a bit slowed. Yeah, got a bit slowed by the Alfa Tauri. And I don't know if AV will be fast enough, and we have a yellow flag on sector 2 and nothing happened. And Amir is getting close to his third win of the season. And yeah, Amir is having reestablished his 5-second lead. And Connor is getting real close on AV. Connor is putting some pressure on AV, and we have Raleigh in the middle. Yeah, Amir is getting real close, going into the final sector in his final lap of the race, still leading the race, 5.6 seconds ahead of AV, and the track is getting real wet. Going into the final sector of the race, really tricky sector. We also have Connor getting real close on AV. I don't think that'll be enough, and we have Amir getting real close into the final turns of the race. Amir going in, final couple turns for Amir, and Amir into the final turn of the race, and we will be seeing Amir taking the Vietnamese Grand Prix. Amir will be the winner here in the fourth race of the season, taking his third win of the season. Really great performance. And we have also AV and Connor will also be on the podium next to Amir. Still have our drivers here. We still have here Zara Jones and Meg real close to each other. We'll be seeing Zara taking position in the final lap of the race. That'll be Zara Jones getting real close into, still long way ahead. And we have Damien will be finishing P4 actually, but I think because of Flip's penalty. Flip will be going into P5. And still have yet to see another race finish. And we have, I think John will be finishing P10. John will be finishing P10. We'll be seeing here Cookie finishing P6. Make is currently followed close by Zara, but I don't think Zara will have enough time to do his maneuver, and that'll be, I think, Meg. And I can't talk. And yeah, that'll be Meg taking P7, followed quickly by Zara in P8, and that'll be the end of our Vietnamese Grand Prix. What an exciting finish to the race. What an exciting race. We'll have Amir, AV and Connor on the podium today. Amir getting his third win of the race. Thank you everyone for being with us here in the Vietnamese Grand Prix. Another exciting race for the Israeli driver, and the podium for AV, and another third finish for Connor. Thank you for being with us today, and we'll see you next week in, I don't know, and we'll see you next week in China. Thank you everyone. Hope you enjoyed this race. And I was your commentator, Ali here.